Hello, I'm one of hundreds of McDowell-Sonoran Conservancy stewards who work with the Conservancy to achieve its mission, which is the preservation and advancement of natural open space through education, science, and also stewardship. If you're watching this video, it's probably because you're interested in learning more about the McDowell-Sonoran Conservancy and about its stewardship experience. You'll notice that I said stewardship experience, not stewardship program. And that's because the stewardship experience at the McDowell-Sonoran Conservancy is unique. It's what you make it. We provide within the Conservancy an opportunity to work to preserve this marvelous desert that you see in back of me. But ultimately, what you do to preserve it is up to you. In just a few minutes, you're going to hear several of our stewards talk to you about their steward experience. Pay close attention, because we need people like you, people with your initiative, people with your talents, people with your abilities. As you hear our stewards speak, think about how they fit in to preserving the desert and how you might contribute as an individual within the McDowell-Sonoran Conservancy stewardship experience.
It doesn't get any better than being out at the McDowell-Sonoran Preserve. You see beautiful people out here walking around, people that have never been to the Sonoran Desert. It's amazing to watch their reaction when they come out here and say, wow, this is not Disneyland, this is the real deal. Once I did get involved, I had a great mentor that helped me learn the various programs. And one thing that he talked about that I like to talk about, have fun. This is a volunteer program. If you're not enjoying yourself, you're not going to come out here and stay involved. When you come out here and we have our expedition days, and you have children from the inner city schools that have never been out here in the desert, it's just amazing to watch their eyes light up. They want to look at things. They don't touch. Every plant out here can stick you, poke you, or cause irritation, but they've never seen the plants up close. Have fun, become a steward, and just make sure that you enjoy yourself when you're with the Conservancy.
Education is one of 3 Conservancy pillars, and our mission is to inspire, develop, and support environmental stewardship of the Sonoran Desert and natural open space through impactful education. What my interest is in knowing that the McDowell-Sonoran Preserve is always going to be there. And the only way that I figure I can make a difference to make that happen is to make sure other people know about it and learn to love it.
I became a steward in the fall of 2017 because I love hiking and being outdoors. I enjoy meeting people, looking at the mountains, and learning about desert plants and desert wildlife. I hope to see you on the trails. Remember, the preserve is the place, the Conservancy is the people.
I really wanted to explore the different programs that were available and see if there were things that might interest me. And you can expect to do the same thing when you join the Conservancy. The good thing is that even if you don't have experience in these areas, the programs provide information and support to help you learn more about the programs and really succeed in these roles. You know, the great thing about participating in the Conservancy is I've first moved here almost 30 years ago. And I've told people that I've learned more about the Sonoran Desert, the fauna and the flora and the preserve in the last year than I have in the last 29 years combined. So there's many opportunities to lead programs, to participate in programs. But the great thing is you'll meet so many fun, bright, engaged, and enjoyable people to get out on the trail and work in the preserve. I hope you join us soon.
We were amazed at the variety of volunteer opportunities and the endless potential for new learning. I always dreamt of biking in the desert, but found it intimidating. I gained confidence in my skills by attending several of the Conservancy's bike clinics. Now, the exhilarating feeling of riding through the desert is only surpassed by the pleasure of introducing this experience to others.
As a couple of kids that grew up in the city of Chicago, we always thought the desert was an endless expanse of sand dunes. We had no idea it was teeming with beautiful plant and animal life. Nothing fills my soul like a little time at Inspiration Point or a walk through Coyote Canyon. It's the best nourishment for mind, body, and spirit. We've discovered a whole new world to share with visitors to the preserve and family and friends.
Visitors often thank us for volunteering. Our response is always, our pleasure.
Who would have thought at this stage of our life we would discover a whole new world?
Being a steward for the McDowell-Sonoran Conservancy has truly enhanced our lives. Come and join us.
You know, as stewards, we all contribute our time and talent to the work of the Conservancy, but there's something else we can do, and that's to make a financial contribution. If we make an annual contribution, it helps sustain the work that we do, the educational programs, the research, the advocacy for open space. We can make a big difference. We can show others that we believe in the work that we're doing by making an annual contribution. And what's more, we can provide a base that helps sustain the programs and helps us to realize the vision that we all hold dear. I've made that commitment. I hope you will too.
My wife and I were out on the trail several years ago, sitting on a rock resting. Suddenly a guy appears in a blue shirt and a badge, so we have a little bit of conversation. I tell him, look, I don't know anything about these plants, animals, rocks, things out here in the desert. So he reaches in his pack, pulls out a card, hands it to me and says, "Sir, I got a deal for you." I was in the next steward orientation class. That began a tremendous journey of discovery for all the opportunities for education within the Conservancy. I thoroughly enjoy passing that knowledge on to the community, visitors, fellow stewards, and the kids that are part of our Conservancy programs. Education is pervasive in all that we do at the Conservancy. It is part of our 3 pillars of our mission: education, science, and stewardship. So come on out and join us. I got a deal you can't refuse.
I work full-time as well as volunteering here. So it's been a great experience for me, and the way I've been able to do it so easily is because of the flexibility that the Conservancy has with their programs. They let you choose which programs you want to be involved with, and you get to choose what times work for you. All they ask is for 60 hours a year, and you can do it all in 1 month if you want to. And it also allows me to bring in skills that I use.
I learned through different programs through the Conservancy and the Preserve, construction maintenance, nature guides, which gave me a taste of learning about the Sonoran Desert, but more importantly, about sharing it with the community, teaching people about the importance of open space. And what I found is, doesn't matter how young you are or how old you are, you always have an opportunity to learn. And in that, keeping with that spirit, we bring out senior citizens from the senior centers in Scottsdale to bringing out 3rd and 4th graders from Scottsdale Redfield Elementary. And guess what? Everybody of all ages, their eyes get just as wide and they're astonished with the wonders of the Sonoran Desert. So age has nothing to do with it. You still have a chance to learn. So being a steward and also the Sonoran Desert are truly wonderful experiences.
When I first joined the Conservancy, I had the good fortune to spend some time with one of the first volunteers, who, by the way, was also one of the founding fathers of the Conservancy, Chet Andrews. What I received from him is the sense of purpose and the feeling of inclusion that this organization offers. What our purpose is today is to find a balance between our way of modern life with the connection with nature. We don't want to lose. I've been with the Conservancy for the last 10 years, and I'm still excited to be part of it. You know, one of the best things to be a steward is the number of things you can be involved with. No matter what you do, important thing is to share with others the passion that you have. The opportunities are endless. So, by now, probably you realize that the volunteers of the Conservancy are a group of enthusiastic people that like to share their experiences. So, please consider joining the McDowell-Sonoran Conservancy. I'm waiting for you.
And just make sure that you enjoy yourself when you're with the Conservancy.
I hope you join us soon.
We would love to have your journey be part of our journey.
Find something you love and make it your job.
So, the stewardship is a deal you can't refuse.
Come and join us.
Well, you've heard from our stewards, and hopefully you've been thinking about how stewardship might be the right experience for you. Look at this desert behind me. This desert needs you. It needs your talents. It needs your experience. It needs your abilities, your initiative, and your energy. So if you're interested in volunteering with the Steward Experience at the McDowell-Sonoran Conservancy, find out more at mcdowellsonoran.org. That's mcdowellsonoran.org. Get your boots dusted with us.